I was here in the Curtis Media Center during the lockdown on August 28th. My fellow journalism students and I were walking around the room, looking out the windows, trying to figure out what was going on. Many of us even did interviews with local news to get information out of what we were experiencing firsthand. We had many questions of what was going on that day, and now months later, we have even more questions of what happened on our campus.
Okay, we're gonna go inside.
It's been more than 3 months since a shooter opened fire at UNC, killing one and sending the campus into turmoil. Since that day, we've been asking questions. Can you all speak to what kind of correlation that has to this?
Yes, a car was identified. We do think that it is related.
That was UNC Police Chief Brian James on August 28th, just hours after the lockdown was lifted. Months later, he took questions from student journalists via Zoom. When can we expect more information on the investigation?
Information will become more public as that process plays out in the court system.
While the chief isn't publicly giving many details on the investigation, we've learned a lot from our own digging. We put in 10 records requests. We received nearly 400 pages of documents in response, and a warning. Some of the details may be disturbing, but we feel it's important to understand what occurred that day. We know the 911 call came in at 12:58 p.m.
There's an active shooter on campus. Okay, stay on the line with me. Don't hang up.
Then at 1:03 p.m.,
Dangerous person. Go inside.
the entire campus went into lockdown for more than 3 hours as police searched for the suspect. Police communication reports revealed there was some concern the alleged shooter might harm other professors. Those reports also revealed there were other calls reporting more shots fired.
A few minutes ago, I heard multiple gunshots sounding a little bit further away from campus.
Those reports were false. Text message records we received show the moment Chief James told Chancellor Kevin Guskowitz the suspect was in custody at 3:37 p.m., nearly an hour after communication reports show the suspect was apprehended. We've also obtained the autopsy report. It shows the victim, Zajay Yan, a UNC professor, was shot 7 times, including gunshot wounds to the head, abdomen, and arms. He died at the scene. The incident began behind me in Professor Yan's office inside of Colorado Labs, and it ended here, just 2 miles north of campus off of Williams Circle. We've learned quite a bit since that day, but key details still have not been released. Details like a motive, or even where the gun is. So we reached out to gun violence prevention expert Chris Grolnick for his thoughts.
We probably will never know the real story.
But his assessment at this point:
something went wrong in the dynamics between the person that decided to use a gun to solve his grievance and the person who became a victim.
The alleged shooter made his 3rd court appearance in November. After undergoing 2 psych evaluations, he has been deemed unfit to stand trial and will undergo treatment for mental issues. But according to legal experts we spoke to, this doesn't necessarily mean he will never face trial. In Chapel Hill, Stephen Schlink reporting.